Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Okay, we were discussing about displacement and path length. And path length is nothing but the total distance traveled by the object, and displacement is nothing but difference between the initial and final positions, or final and initial position. So negative means it is one direction and positive means one direction. So why we brought displacement? Because we can't determine exact position of the object by knowing the path length. That's why we brought displacement. Now what are the differences between the displacement and path length? That we have to write down. Okay. So what is displacement? First, displacement is nothing but the change in the position of the object in particular direction. Change in position of objects in particular direction. So what is this? That is nothing but the total length of the path traversed by an object. Okay. The second one is, it is always positive. That is, path length is always positive, but this may be positive, negative, sometimes it is 0. No, see, displacement sometimes may be 0. So I consider this is the initial point, it will go to this way, this way, this way, in this way. Suppose it is going to this point, point B, and come back to this point. That is, the person goes to the market and comes back to home. So which was the initial point? Which was the final point? O itself, 0 and 0, that is 0. So sometime displacement may be 0, but path length cannot be 0. Okay, path length cannot be 0. So next we will call it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Vector quantity means it is nothing but, and this is a scalar quantity. What do you mean by scalar and vector? Vector means which is having direction. Now displacement is having direction. Okay, in particular direction it is moving means. And path length, it does not having direction. Anywhere it go, it may go right side, it may go to the left side. You are going to mention it as positive only. That's why displacement is having direction, path length is having no direction. So such quantities which are having no direction, that we will call it as scalar quantities. The quantities which are having directions, those were called vector quantities. And this is does not depends on the path, shape of the path. Okay, does not depend on shape of path, and this is depends on shape of path. How? It is in this way. So one example I will give you. This is your home. Okay, you are going to school. Okay, in this way. Okay, so what is this? Path length is in this way. It is shape of the path, total distance. It may go like this. So after starting from the home, you can go to a store, you can go to the meet the friend, and you can come like this, and you can meet to the go to the school. But displacement is nothing but, displacement is the shortest distance. Displacement does not depends on the path. So it may be you go like this, total path is going to, displacement will be direct like this. So in the mountain you have to go in this way. Okay, Now you are here. Path length means the total distance. Displacement means the shortest distance, like that it is. Okay. So displacement is does not depends on the path followed by the object, whereas the path length is depends on the path. They will ask for 2 marks for your exams. Okay, the displacement and path length. Then what is the SI unit of path length and displacement? SI unit means what? International standard systems. Okay, the unit and measurements chapter we are going to discuss in our later videos. Okay, so this is international standard system. How we will measure the distance from year to year? Ruler or scale you are going to measure. What is that? 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, like that. Little more distance in meters, little more distance in kilometers, but everything we have to say in meters only. Everything we have to say in meters only. So the SI unit of the displacement is meter itself, and path length is also meter itself. They will ask. Okay, SI unit of displacement and path length is also same. That is about displacement, the differences between the displacement and path length. Now we have studied about point object, we have studied about frame of references, we have studied about the point reference point, we have studied about path length and displacement. Now these are all physical quantities we have studied. Is it enough? Is it enough to mention or properly explain the position of the object? Is it sufficient? No. Now what it is found is, see, you are at this point, no? Now time is running. Okay, now this is your home. Okay, now you are moving to school. Okay, now there are in between some points. You have to meet your friend, you have to go to a stall so that you can buy a chocolate. Later you may have to buy some water, and after that you have to come to the school. Now you have to meet your friend, mean you will go very fast. I will mention it is 10 meters only. 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 Means it becomes 10, total it becomes 20 meter, total it becomes 30 meter, total it becomes 40 meters. Okay. See, you will be very happy. You have to meet your friend, you very fast will go. The same 10 meter you are going to move with 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, I will write down 2 minutes. Later both of you are very happy. What you are going to do? You are going to buy some chocolates. No, you are going to run to the stall. So what happens? There will be rush will be there. You have to reach to the school in a proper time. So what you will do? You will run like anything. So you may get only again 1 meter, 1 second. 1 second is sufficient for you to reach this distance. Everything is done. Later you will be very thirsty, no? You have to buy some water. Slowly we will move. So this 10 meter, how we will move? Very slowly. You may take 5 seconds. And this meter, now you are very late. Again you are going to run into the school, so that it may take total 2 seconds. Total, what is the journey of you? 10 seconds. The journey of you is 10 seconds. But what is the fast you have moved? Very fast, slow and medium, no? But this is we didn't discuss, no? While we were discussing about the displacement, we didn't discuss what is the fast they are going to cover, you are going to cover. Now, I'll ask you, the displacement is 10 meters. Displacement is 10 meter means must be here only. Negative 10 meter means here. Okay, 10 meter means must be here only and nowhere else. Displacement 0 means here itself. Okay, so 10 meter means here, no? What is the time he has taken to move that distance? Now I know, okay, I have told you. But if not, then by knowing the displacement you can't make out how fast you have covered this distance, how fast you have covered this distance, how fast you have covered this distance, how fast you have covered this distance. You can't make out. That's why to understand once again these processes in an exact way, in a proper way, we are going to bring a new term to the physics, that is nothing but average speed. Okay, average speed. Now what is that average speed? Average speed is nothing but this distance I have travelled by the time. Okay, that is actually based on a display path length. Okay, that is nothing but average speed is nothing but total path length divided by the time interval. What is this? Point to 0, point O, A, B, C. What is the speed? Speed from O to A. We will write down what is the total path length here. Total is 10 meter divided by what is the time taken? 1 second. So, isn't it? So, I write down this as O point. Okay, O, it is 10 meters, 10 meters, it is 20 meters, it is 30 meters. So, this time is O to A. O to A is 10 meter I have moved, total path length. What is the time taken? So 10 meter per second. Why it is 10 meter per second? Meter is here, second in denominator. Denominator comes here meter per second. So that is the SI unit of speed. So if I ask what is the speed from O to A to B, A to B, how we will calculate? This is the total path length. What is the total path length? Again it is 10 meters, but what is the time taken? That is 5 seconds. So it is 2 meter per second. See, speed is very large means fast they have got. 10 meters per 1 second. Here it is 2 meters per 1 second. Okay. Now speed here means how you can calculate? That is from B to C. B to C can calculate means that is nothing but total path length is 10, total time is 2 seconds, that is 5 meter per second. Now if I calculate total speed from your this point to the school, I can calculate speed from O to C. I am going to calculate. What is O to C? 10, 10, 10 means 30 meters. 30 meter covered in how much? 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. No, nearly equal to, okay, 3, nearly equal to 3. Okay, isn't it? Nearly 3.5 something. Like that you can calculate meter per second. Calculate. This is your homework. Now speed. From where to where? From B to C, that we have done. Okay. From A to C. A to C is how much? 10, 10, 20 meters divided by 5, 6, 7. Okay. Nearly 2.9 meter per second. That is the speed. That is speed. Okay. But this is depends on path length. Speed is a quantity which is depends on path length. Now I will tell you 10 meter per second is the speed, 20 meter per second is the speed, 30 meter per second is the speed, which is depends on the path length. Means it does not tell you about the direction. 10 meter per second means whether it is in right side direction, whether it is in left side direction, how we will tell? That is no answer for that, no. If it is 20 meter per second means, 30 meter per second means, 40 meter per second means, always plus only we have written, we didn't write minus. Means we can't make out that whether it is in positive direction, whether it is negative direction. That is the disadvantage of speed. Okay, so speed does not tell you about the direction. Okay, so you are moving in a vehicle, no, 60 km per hour, 30 km per hour, bus is moving. If you see the speedometer, that device, shows the speed. That is speed is shown. It does not tell you which direction you are moving. It does not tells you whether you are moving to the school or whether you are coming back to the from the school to the home. It does not tells you whether you are moving from home to Mangalore to Bangalore. It does not tells you you are coming back to Bangalore to Mangalore. It just tells you you are moving at certain point with that speed. Okay, that is the thing. Now this is the disadvantage. You cannot make out by knowing the speed whether you are moving from Mangalore to Bangalore or whether you are moving from you are moving back from Bangalore to Mangalore, like that. You can't make out, no. Then what is the other method, other physical quantity we can use? And that is nothing but average velocity. That is nothing but average velocity. So what is average velocity? Same way it is displacement. It is displacement divided by time interval. How we have written displacement? Displacement we have written delta x. Time interval means delta t, means nothing but x2 minus x1 divided by t2 minus t1. Now this is the scenario. Again I am going to write down. Okay. This is your home, this is your school, okay, this is 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40. So it is 10, it is 20, it is 30, it is 40. Now displacement means negative, also we have to consider. One side means it is positive, another side means it is negative. I am going to write down the points A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and it is a point O, right? Now what is the first scenario I am going to write down? Okay, so here to you are moving 2 seconds you are going to take, here to you are moving 1 second you are going to take, here to you are moving again 3 seconds you are going to get, or 4 seconds you are going to get, here to you are moving 6 seconds you are going to get, here to you are moving 5 seconds you are going to get, like that. Okay. Or negative also we have considered, no. So in path length negative side move also means it is positive only. Okay, it does not tell us about direction we are not putting, no, in a path length. Okay, but here we have to consider, because displacement is the total displacement divided by the time interval. If they ask the questions what is average speed? Average speed is nothing but the total path length divided by the time interval. What is velocity? Average displacement divided by the time interval. Now what happens? These are the things. Okay, now you have to calculate the first scenario, the velocity. Okay, the average velocity. How we are going to define? V bar we are going to write down. Okay, V bar we are going to write down. That is average velocity. Okay, V is the notation. V is the notation. Okay, so velocity from point to O to A, how much? O to A, that is nothing but displacement final minus initial divided by what is the time? So here it becomes 0 to, here it is t is equal to 0 second, here is equal to t is equal to 2 second, here is equal to 2, after that it becomes 3 seconds, after that 4 second means 7 second it becomes, after that 6 seconds mean how much? 13 seconds it becomes. Okay, 13 plus 5, 18 seconds it becomes, means you are going to take total 18 seconds to move this, no, total 18 seconds. Now time interval from O to A, how much? 2 minus 0, that is 2, that is nothing but 5 meter per second, that is plus. If suppose I will write down this is, if you are going to move in this way, that is 2 seconds, 1 second, 4 second, 6 second, and again, so 2 seconds, 1 second, 4 second, 6 second, and 5 seconds. 2 seconds, 1 second, this point, that is 20, that is 30. Okay, 4 second, that is this much. and another one is 5 seconds. Same way I have written, okay, same thing I have written. In the negative direction means how much, or somewhere from point, this is E, okay, from velocity O to E, O to E, O to E is how much velocity, that is nothing but total displacement. What is the displacement? Final minus initial divided by time interval is 2, so it is minus 5 meter per second. So it is 5 meter per second means in the right direction, minus 5 meter per second means in the negative direction. But it was for the same scenario, if you write down the speed, how much? From here to here also displacement is 10 only, okay, okay. Speed is how much for the same scenario, O to A. O to A speed is how much? It has moved, path length is 10, time is 2, it is nothing but 5 meter per second. Speed is how much? For which case? That is nothing but O to E. Speed is how much? Speed means path length. Path length is how much? 10 meters only, no writing any direction, 10 meters, okay, divided by the time interval, that is 2, that is 5 meter per second. See, speed means in the both way it is plus only, but velocity does not like that. Velocity tells you the direction, that is what the advantage, okay. As we have written path length, based on the path length we will write down speed. As we have written displacement, based on the displacement we are writing velocity, like that it is. So velocity gives you the direction. So remaining terms you can make it out by looking at the video. Different points are there, you can make it out. One more I can tell you, so that is nothing but velocity from point to O to D. I am going to write down O to D. What is the displacement? 40 minus 0, that is nothing but 40 meter is the displacement. What is the time interval? Time interval is 13 minus 0, 13 minus 0, that is nothing but 40 minus 13 meter per second, okay. Now velocity, okay, velocity, okay, that is from O to D, it was O to G. I am going to write down O to G. What is the displacement? G is nothing but minus 30 minus 0, that is nothing but time, how much? O to G. O to G how much? 2, 3, 13, no, here also 30 divided by 13, okay, like that you can write down, that is meter per second. So SI unit of both speed and average speed and average velocity is meter per second only. The SI unit of average speed and average velocity is meter per second only. Now again we have to write down the differences between average velocity and average speed. We have to write down the differences between average speed and average velocity. How we can write down the differences between average speed and average velocity? Okay, that is, what do you mean by speed? That first one I think you can guess, that is nothing but difference, definition only we are going to write down. Average speed is nothing but, it is nothing but the total distance, or distance is different, displacement is different, okay. Distance means path length itself, distance. So you can't use displacement and distance word for similar ways, okay. Displacement is displacement, distance is just path length. It is the total distance divided by total time interval, okay. So this is one. So this is total displacement divided by time interval. Next, how much? This is always positive. This is, it may be positive, negative or 0. So we didn't discuss the case of 0, no. So 0 is like this. Displacement is 0 means velocity is 0 itself, okay. The school, the home, you going and coming back, what is the velocity? Velocity is nothing but initial minus final. Your initial point and final point is same. You are there itself. No, whatever may be the time. 17 seconds you have to take, 17 seconds you have to take to come back. 34, that is 0 itself. No. So you are coming at initial point means 0 is your velocity. But you are coming to initial point means what is the path length? Speed. Speed is total interval, okay, 17 and 17, 34 you have taken. What was the total distance? 50 plus 50, 100, no? That time in the initial diagram I have written total distance was 100 meters, okay. So speed is this much, but velocity is not this much, that is velocity was 0 that time, okay. So velocity can be 0, but it is always positive. Path length is always positive. That is the differences between speed. Okay, next, this is a scalar quantity again. So this is the scalar quantity and this is a vector quantity. So this is a vector quantity like that, okay. Speed of the body is equal or greater than the velocity of the body, right? Speed is always equal or greater than the velocity of the body. See, here for the same scenario, velocity was 0 but speed is greater. So speed is greater or speed is equal or greater than the magnitude of velocity. Okay, what do you mean by magnitude? Magnitude means that number. So velocity of the body is equal or less than that of the speed of the body. Okay. Velocity is equal or less than the speed. These are the differences you should know. These are the differences of average speed and average velocity. Okay. These are the points. Now what is found? See, velocity and displacement we found, no? Again, I am going to give the example of your school, a college, or here, okay, home. This is the point. Now velocity is changed, no? I had given it is 10, it is 20, it is 30, it is 40. But here it is 1 second, this 10 meters have moved 1 second, this is 2 seconds, this is 5 seconds, and this is again 4 seconds. I will write down. So here 10 by 1 is, okay, 10 meter per second. At this point you have moved 10 meter per second. Here the same distance 10 by 2, that is 2 meter per second you have moved. Here it is the same distance you have moved in 5 seconds. So it is again 2 meter per second. Okay. So sorry, it is 10 by 2. 10 by 2, that is 5 meter per second. Okay. That is this 10 distance it has moved in 5 seconds. Okay. So this 10 distance it has moved in 4 seconds. That is nothing but 2 2.5 we can write down nearly, okay, or exactly 2.5. Now velocity is different for the same distance, 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 velocity is different. Now it is found that not only the velocity is going to become same, velocity is also changes, no, by time to time. Okay, by observing that we brought one more quantity, that is nothing but average acceleration, okay, this is nothing but average acceleration, this is nothing but rate of change of velocity. We will write down it is nothing but rate of change of velocity, or we can write down the change in rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity means always velocity divided by time. Rate of change of displacement means it is nothing but velocity. What we have written? Velocity is nothing but displacement by time we have written, no? Displacement by time we have written means it is totally, I can write down rate of change of displacement, Similarly, here average acceleration we are going to write down rate of change of velocity, that is v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1, okay, acceleration, that is nothing but here it is delta v means difference divided by delta t we are going to write down. Now for this we will write down the acceleration. From one point to another point. So what is the acceleration? From, again I will name it this point, that is O, A, B, C and D, I am going to name it. Now the acceleration, average acceleration, okay, at the point O to A, okay. How much? Change in velocity. Earlier what was the velocity? When you started, you had no velocity. From 0 you have started and you have reached how much velocity? You have reached 10 meter per second velocity when you reach to A point. So what was your final velocity? 10. Initial velocity was 0. What was your final time? 1 second. What was your initial time? 0. So it is 10 meter per second square. Okay. How that meter per second square comes? That meter per second square comes in this way. Okay. Meter per second square comes in this way. See, acceleration, velocity by time. What is the unit of velocity? Meter per second we wrote, no? Meter per second. Divided by, what is the SI unit of time? Second. So we will bring it to the numerator, means meter per second into 1 by second it becomes. Later it is meter by second square it becomes. Later if you bring to the numerator means meter per second square. So SI unit of acceleration is nothing but meter per second square. SI unit of acceleration is nothing but meter per second square. Okay. So that is the SI unit. So that is the acceleration of u. Now in the next case, acceleration, there is the first scenario. In the second scenario, I will take A to B. I will take velocity change from A to B. Okay. So when you reach to the A, what was the velocity? Your velocity was 10. This is the initial point. So final minus initial. Okay. What was the final velocity if you reached means? Okay, final velocity it becomes 2 meter per second. Okay. Now what is the time? Initial time was 1 second. Sorry. So what was the initial velocity you reached here? It becomes 10 meter per second. What was the final velocity you reached? It becomes 5 meter per second. What is the time? Time is nothing but 1, 2, 3. Okay, initial time was here when you reached here it was 1, final time was 2 seconds. So 2 minus 1 is 5 minus 10 is 5 meter per second square. What is the meaning of 5 meter per second square? What is minus? Why that is minus comes? Minus comes means velocity is decreased or acceleration is decreased. Velocity is decreased, no? Fast you are moving, the minus means velocity is decreased. Minus. Also minus stands for in the negative direction also. Okay. Negative direction again we have to talk, that is velocity is increased means how, velocity is decreased means how, the acceleration we have to write down. So like this it is. Okay. Again for other cases also we can write down. So here negative sign comes in the positive direction itself maybe. Okay. Because though it is moving in a positive direction, velocity is decreased, that's why acceleration is decreased, that's why acceleration you are going to get as negative. Okay. Again it may increase also, again it may increase also. Let's see for this case, that is from second case it is third case. Third is from B to, acceleration is from B to C, from B to C. What is the total time and what is the velocity? Earlier it was 5 meter, when it reaches here it reaches 5 meter per second. Okay, that is initial. What was final? When it reaches here it becomes 2 meter per second. What was the time? Total time here it was 5, 6, 7, 8, that is initial time it was 3. Okay, this case we are considering, earlier time was 3, when it reaches here it becomes final time is 5. Always time is positive comes, if you have calculated time as negative means you have done some mistakes here, it becomes, okay, 2 seconds. So here 3, okay, again it is 3 by 2 minus meter per second square. Why it is minus? Again acceleration decrease. Fast you came, now slow and become slow, like that. Okay, means negative acceleration you are going to get mean it is in the not only it is not always that negative means it is negative direction. For acceleration negative means it is decreased. So negative acceleration we will call it as retardation. Negative acceleration we will call it as retardation. Okay. So we are going to learn in detail again, okay, while we will talk about the examples. So this is about acceleration. Now what is acceleration? Acceleration gives you direction, okay. There is positive, there is negative, okay. Positive says means sometimes in positive direction you may have negative acceleration, means what is the meaning of that? In positive direction you have negative acceleration means the meaning is acceleration is decreased or the velocity goes on decreasing with respect to time. Velocity goes on decreasing with respect to time, like that it is. That is about average acceleration. This is about average speed, average acceleration and average velocity. Now we will write down about some of the key terms, okay, that we should have to study. We will talk about uniform motion. Okay. What do you mean by uniform? Uniform means constant, same, right? Uniform motion is nothing but if the object is moving along the straight line, it covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Uniform means object covers equal distances in equal intervals of time. Means 1 second 1 meter, 1 more second again 1 more meter, 1 more second again 1 more meter, again 1 more second, that is called uniform motion. Okay, that is called uniform motion. So non-uniform means object covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time. Equal uniform motion means how much? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 meters. Okay. In 1 second 10 meter, in next 1 second 10 meters, in next 1 second 10 meter, next 1 second 10 meter, next 1 second 10 meter. Actually it is 10, it is 20, it is 30, it is 40, it is 50 from 0, isn't it? The difference between is 10. So total time it becomes, it is 1, here it is 2 seconds, it is 3 seconds, it is 4 seconds, it is 5 seconds. But this distance 10 meters again 1 second. In the next 1 second again it covers 10 meters. In the next 1 second again it covers 10 meters. In the next 1 second it covers 1 meter. Non-uniform motion means in the next 1 second 1 meter means in the 10 meter means in the next 1 second it is not 10 meters, it may be 5 or it may be more than that, like that. Equal distances in equal intervals of time, uniform motion. Unequal distances in equal intervals of time, that is non-uniform motion, that is non-uniform motion. Okay, then uniform speed also we can write down, uniform velocity also you can write down. So uniform velocity also same, that is equal displacements. Uniform velocity means equal displacements in equal intervals of time. Okay, uniform velocity means equal displacements in equal intervals of time. Uniform speed means equal distances, not displacement, because average speed we are defining using equal distances, equal distances in equal intervals of time. That becomes average or uniform speed. Okay, this is what the thing. Now what are all things we studied? We studied velocity, path length, displacement, acceleration, and the scalar quantity, vector quantity, all those things we studied. But to determine the motion of the object, to find out the motion of the object, is it sufficient for us? Those are the physical quantity. Whether those are the physical quantities sufficient for us to study motion of the object? Okay, no. We have to write down not in the form of diagram. Now we have understood by writing form of diagram, but every time we can't write down the form of diagrams, no. That's why what we will do, we will use mathematical steps. Okay, we will use mathematical steps and we will use the graphs to find out that. Usually I'll tell about the graph means mathematics, what you are going to write down. This you are going to x axis, this you are going to write on y axis, this you are going to write on z axis. But we are not talking about x, y, z, all the axes together. We will write on only one axis at a time. It may be x axis only or it may be y axis only. Why? Because we are talking about motion in a straight line. Okay, motion in a straight line means you have to move in a x axis only, or you have to move in a y axis only, or you have to move in a z axis only, not together. Together means like this. I am coming in this way, I am moving in this way, again I am coming in this way and moving in this way, like that, perpendicular. That becomes x axis also moving, or I am jumping and moving means x axis also I am moving and y axis also I am moving, jumping and movement. So that is x axis and y axis movement takes place. But here it is not like that. So a graph we are going to take. Okay, this is x and y. But x and y terms are in mathematics we are using, no. When that graph comes to physics, we have to change it. How we are going to change? What are the quantities were changed here? While we were talking about path length, what are the quantities were changed? The quantities were changed path length, no, or else distance, displacements, and time were changed, no. Now what we will write down? At the place of x, we will write down time. At the place of y, we will write down displacement or distance. Okay, that becomes a graph. That is nothing but becomes position time graph. Okay, that becomes position time graph. What do you mean by position time graph? Position time graph is nothing but the graph plotted. Okay, graph plotted by taking position along x axis, position along y axis and time along x axis. Okay, now similar same way we are going to write down the graphs. Okay, we are going to write down the graphs. So what is this? We are talking about the same example, home, okay, and the college. Okay, we were talking. So what is position? This was 0th position. This was 10 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 meter. Okay, so you will take 2 seconds, you will take 4 seconds, you will take 5. I will write down uniform. Okay, so this distance you will move in 2 seconds. Again this distance you will move in 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. If I write down the graph for this position time graph, I am going to write down means how much? This is time. This is 0, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In seconds, no, time is in seconds you have to write down. Okay, time is in seconds you have to write down. Position in terms of. So same way you have to write down for the exams also. X is in meters. X means position. We are representing not x axis, it is a position. Now graph you write down for this case. Okay, time. This is 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters. That is x in meters. So in first 2 seconds, what is the distance? 10 meters. In the next 2 seconds, what is the distance? 20 meters. Next 2 seconds, what is the distance? 30 meters. Next 2 seconds, what is the distance? 30 meters. Mean here it is x equal to t. Graph you are going to write down. No, in mathematics how you will write down? Y is equal to x means you will write down in this way. Y, x, 0, 1, 2, 3 you will write down. 0 means 0, 1 means 1, 2 means 2, 3 means 3, and you are going to write down the graph x and y. How much it is? X and y. How we are going to write down the graph? That is 0, 0 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Straight line you are going to get, no? So similarly here you have got a straight line. Okay, straight line in the such a way that x is equal to t. What do you mean by x is equal to t? For the same time, same distance. Same time, same distance. Same time, same distance it has traveled. Means it is uniform motion. Uniform motion. So position time graph for uniform motion means this. Position time graph for uniform motion means this. Now for object at rest, xt graph. Xt graph means position time graph. One we can say position time graph, otherwise we can say xt graph. What is a position time graph for the object which is at rest? Object which is at rest, how we can write down? Object which is at rest means object is not at all moving, no. This is x in meters we are going to take, t in seconds we are going to take. Object is not at all moving. Okay, object is not at all moving means time 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, but object is here itself. This board, I will start the time. Okay, 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second. But the board is moving. No, where it is? It is here only. Okay, it is here only. It here only, here only. So straight line you are going to get. You can get on this itself, or else if it is here means here only. In this way only you can get a line. Okay, on the x axis itself you can get a strong line. Okay, this is x and t, seconds and meter. This is the position time graph for the object which is moving in a which is at rest, okay, which is moving in a which is moving in a uniform motion. Okay. Now, what do you mean by velocity? Velocity means displacement by time. Okay, velocity means displacement by time. See, I have written a graph in this way. This is t, this is x. What do you mean by slope? In our previous video we have studied slope means y divided by x. Slope means y divided by x. But what is here? At this point y is nothing but x, that is position. Okay, what is t? T is, what is x in terms of x? X axis is nothing but time axis. So if you take the slope means what you have to do? I have to draw a triangle, I have to find out this point, I have to find out this point, I have to find out this point, I have to find out this point. Slope means how much? Y divided by x. So this is x1, this is x2. What is this distance? This distance x2 minus x1. What is this distance? Okay, t2 minus t1. Where you have seen this expression, that is nothing but velocity. So the slope under position time graph, so slope of xt graph gives velocity. So wherever you find the slope of this is 20 minus 10 is 10, this is 4 minus 2 is 2, so 10 by 2 is 5. Here you find the slope. Okay, this is 6 minus 4 is 2, then 30 minus 20 is 10, that is 5. Wherever you take the slope for this, you will get constant 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second. No, that is the meaning of, that is the meaning. So uniform motion means constant slope you are going to get. Uniform motion means constant slope you are going to get, or constant velocity. Constant slope you are going to get, or constant velocity. So that is nothing but uniform motion. Okay, so slope is constant means uniform motion or constant velocity we can say, and also we are going to say that is nothing but the slope of the position time graph or xt graph gives velocity. Slope of the position time graph or xt graph gives velocity, that is nothing but position time graph. For different velocity you can write down. Now you are coming running from college to the home, means it was 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 meters. No, how we can write down the graph? How we can write down the graph? This is position, this is time. As time increases, you are coming back. No? So velocity will be same, slope will be same, but it is a reverse of this. Reverse means negative velocity. So your slope you are going to get, negative. Here you are going to get slope as negative. What is the meaning of negative slope? Negative slope means your negative velocity. No, here it is negative velocity. So negative velocity means you are moving in the negative direction, right? Initially, now initial point is your school. You are moving, initially what you have done, at the 0 position you are moving in the one direction. Now you are moving opposite to the initial direction, means negative direction, in the different direction you are moving. That is what the negative slope. So positive slope and negative slope tells you about the direction. That is nothing but velocity. It will give you the velocity. And also you can write down different graphs, object moving with increasing velocity also you can write down. Okay, the graph moving with the uniform velocity, graph which is at rest, object which is at rest, object moving, this is a slope, and position time graph for increasing velocity. Position time graph, second you have to write down, meter you have to write down, for increasing velocity. See, the position is increases, no? Slope you have to take by drawing the tangent, slope, this will be more than this. Okay, so increasing velocity. So these are the graphs they are going to ask. they will ask for the exams. Write down the position time graph or xt graph for the object which is at rest. Write down the xt graph for the object which is in uniform motion. Write down the xt graph object which is at having increasing velocity. Write down the position time graph for the for the object which is moving in the negative velocity. So these are the graphs you have to write down. So this is what we will write down mathematically. So now we can make out that need not to say that uniform motion. It is enough that if you write down this graph and we will understand that yes, object is moving with uniform motion. We understand that object with moving with uniform motion. This is what position time graph. So similarly, we can also write down velocity time graph. We can also write down velocity time graph. As we have discussed position time graph, we can also write down velocity time graph. Or we can write down velocity time graph now. This was x-axis, we are going to write down time. Okay. This was y-axis, we are going to write down velocity. Velocity. This becomes velocity time graph. This becomes velocity time graph. Or we can define it velocity time graph, that is nothing but Vt graph. Vt graph. Okay. Vt graph is nothing but graph plotted by taking velocity along y-axis and time along x-axis. No? What was the scenario? Scenario was same. Home, your college, 10 meters, 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters. Okay. You are taking 2 seconds to cover this, 2 seconds to cover this, 2 seconds to cover this, 2 seconds to cover this. Total here it becomes 2, here it becomes 4, here it becomes 6, here it becomes 8 seconds. So what is the velocity? 10 meters per 2 seconds means 5 meters per second is the velocity. 5 meter per second is the velocity. 5 meter per second is the velocity. 5 meter per second is the velocity. So you can write down the graph. This was a uniform motion, right? This was a uniform motion. So velocity time graph, how you can write down? Time. Velocity is in meter per second, you are going to write down. Time you are going to write down in second. How you are going to write down? So this is velocity. So I can write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meter per second. This is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, 5 second, like that. Or else I will write down 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4, 5, 6 second. 6 second is sufficient for us. Okay. T is equal to second, we are going to write down. So in the first 2 second, what was the velocity? 5 meter per second velocity. In the next 2 second means in 4th second, what is the velocity? 5 meter per second velocity. In the 6th second, what is the velocity? Okay. Means it is uniform motion. So uniform motion, xt graph, how was? Xt graph was in this way. But velocity graph cannot comes in this way because it is velocity. How it is? Velocity means 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second, 5 meter per second, in that way. So in the first second 5 meter, in the second 5 meter, third second 5 meter, like that it is. Okay, 5 meter per second. So what is the acceleration actually here? Acceleration is nothing but v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. Whether it is going to change the velocity? No. If the acceleration comes means only change in velocity has to come. If change in velocity does not happen means there is no acceleration, no. So 5 minus 5 divided by 2 minus 0, which is equal to 0 meter per second square. Acceleration is 0. You can also write down, you can also say that for uniform motion acceleration is 0. You can also say that for the uniform motion acceleration is 0. You can also say that uniform motion velocity time graph is in this way. Okay. So object which is at rest, VT graph, okay, for the object at rest, how much? Object at rest means board is at rest, whether it is having any velocity, no, velocity is 0, whatever may be the time, whatever may be the velocity, velocity is 0, you will get in this way. Velocity is 0, so VT graph will be in that way for the object which is at rest, or object which is moving in uniform velocity. In this way you are going to get, okay, in this way you are going to get. Or what happens, now suppose you are not here, you are somewhere at this point, point B. What is the velocity time graph? And now what happens, you are going to increase the velocity. As I said earlier, you are increasing 2 meter per second, 3 meter per second, 4 meter per second, because you are late to the college and you are running, speed. So what happens, t in second, first you somewhere at the point, okay, velocity was not in the initial point, velocity somewhere you are started runningly, no, okay, increasing, okay, this is nothing but meter per second, object moving in positive direction with increasing velocity, or positive direction with increasing velocity, or else it decreasing velocity means, now what happens, fast you are moving, now slow. So you are early to the college means what happened, fast you had come, no, after that still some distance to the college means, oh, time is not happen, no, we will go slow, very slow, means what happens, velocity was large here first, after that velocity goes on decreasing means velocity is decreasing, so in that way the negative velocity, or I can write down in the positive direction itself, okay, object moving with decrease in velocity, object moving in decrease in velocity. Now what actually that slope tells, if I write down for velocity time graph, if I write down for the velocity time graph, this was time we have taken, this was velocity we have taken, meter per second. Mathematically what we will say, mathematically slope is nothing but y axis divided by x axis we are going to say mathematically, but here at the place of y, what we have, velocity we have, at the place of x axis what we have, time we have, and this expression we have seen earlier, no, that is nothing but velocity by time is nothing but acceleration, average acceleration. So what we conclude, that is nothing but slope of VT graph, we will say it is velocity time graph, or also we can say it is VT graph, okay, which gives acceleration of the object, okay. So this is, so what is slope of the position time graph? Slope of the position time graph gives velocity, and the slope of the velocity time graph gives acceleration. Slope of the position time graph gives velocity, slope of the velocity time graph gives acceleration, okay. That is about the different types of graphs for the uniform motion. The straight horizontal line you are going to get, object which is at rest, and object moving in the positive direction with increasing velocity, object moving in the positive direction but decrease in velocity. That is the graph, different graphs you are going to get. For any of the graph it may come for the exams, okay. That is about the velocity time graphs.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.